Pakistan, monsoons bring misery to millions in 116 districts affected, including 66 districts officially declared calamity hit. At least 937 people have been killed and 1,343 people injured since 14 June 2022. Rainfall nationwide is 2.87 times higher than the national 30-year average, with some provinces receiving more than 5 times as much rainfall as their 30-year average. The government of Pakistan has earmarked $173 million to aid flood-affected people. Humanitarian partners are providing aid for flood-affected people even as weather and ground conditions inhibit access. The humanitarian situation is expected to worsen as communities and infrastructure are increasingly unable to cope with ongoing heavy rainfall. Welcome back with another video from Pakistan. Today we will have a deep look into Pakistan flood disaster. Pakistan is a beautiful country of population 242.8 million. 5 seasons, mountains, lakes, rivers, deserts and big glaciers in the world, but in these days, climate changes are killing Pakistan. The humanitarian situation in Pakistan has got worse further over the past 2 weeks as heavy rains continue to cause flooding and landslides, resulting in displacement and damage across the country. 66 districts have been officially declared to be calamity hit by the government of Pakistan. 31 in Balochistan, 23 in Sindh, 9 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and 3 in Punjab. The situation remains dynamic and many more districts have been affected. The number of calamity declared districts is expected to rise as rains continue to fall. The adverse weather conditions have incurred significant human and livestock casualties and widespread damage to private homes and public infrastructure, especially in Balochistan and Sindh provinces. The National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA) reports some 33 million people in Pakistan being affected. As of 25 August, Pakistan has experienced 375.4 mm of rainfall, 2.87 times higher than the national 30-year average of 130.8 mm. These rains have primarily fallen on Balochistan, Sindh and parts of Punjab, with Balochistan receiving 5 times its average 30-year rainfall and Sindh receiving 5.7 times its 30-year average. Over 218,000 houses have been destroyed and a further 452,000 damaged since 14 June. According to the NDMA, livelihoods are also being heavily impacted. More than 794,000 livestock, a critical source of sustenance and livelihoods for many families, have died, of which some 63% are in Balochistan and 24% in Punjab. Around 2 million acres of crops and orchards have also been impacted, including at least 304,000 acres in Balochistan, 178,000 acres in Punjab, and some 1.54 million acres in Sindh. Damage to infrastructure has further worsened and humanitarian situation as partial or complete destruction of over 3,000 kilometers of roads and 145 bridges impedes the ability of people to flee to safer areas or to travel to access markets, healthcare or other vital services, and restricts the delivery of aid to people in need. Internet outages have also been reported, with the Pakistan Telecommunication Authority attributing widespread internet cuts in central and northern Pakistan on 19 August to technical faults in the fiber optics network resulting from the heavy rains and floods. Provisional data from provisional education departments show that at least 17,566 schools have been damaged or destroyed due to the emergency. 15,842 schools in Sindh, 544 in Balochistan and 1,180 in Punjab. Additionally, at least 5,492 schools are reportedly being used to accommodate displaced people. A rapid needs assessment conducted in 10 districts of Balochistan found that 977 classrooms were completely destroyed, 304 in Khuzar, 193 in Las Pela, and 167 in Jalbagsi, while minor damage was reported in 975 classrooms. And 577 schools were being used as shelter, 254 in Kila Saifullah, 105 in Jalmagsi, and 84 in Las Pela. Near incessant rainfall is compounding flash flooding and rain-induced landslides by rapid filling up dam reservoirs, posing further risks to people in the vicinity and downstream. On the Indus River, which traverses the length of Pakistan, and Tarbela Dam in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, the world's largest earth-filled dam, has already reached its maximum conservation of level 1550 feet, while the Chashma barrage in Punjab province only has 7 feet remaining before it also reaches its 649 feet maximum conservation level. On 26 August, the Pakistan Meteorological Department PMD Flood Forecasting Division issued a warning that very high to exceptionally high level flooding is expected in River Kabul at Nowshera in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, as well as in tributaries of the Kabul and Indus rivers until 28 August. The FFS also warned of high to very high flood levels at Kalabagh and Chashma along the Indus rivers between 27 and 28 August, posing further risk to the people in the surrounding areas and downstream. If any of you want to help Pakistani people in this situation, please find the details on the screen for flood relief funds to private organizations working in Pakistan. Please do subscribe and press the bell icon for further updates. Until then, take care of yourself. Goodbye.